Hi, my name's Lynn.
And my name's Sophie.
And we're both here to talk to Naomi Buff, who I've known for over a year now. I met her in Tunbridge Wells at a sound bath, and it was the most incredible experience. And I asked her to come to our first Just Women live event at the Quantum Club in Tunbridge Wells. And amazingly, she told this incredible story, which just floored the room. It was incredible. So I'd love to hear more about it. And especially what's made her turn around.
Yeah.
Because of breath work and all your other, you do these great events kind of once a month, 2 breath works, and you do sound baths and Tunbridge Wells and Sevenoaks. I'm sure you do one in London.
Yeah.
But you're well known. It's been 14 years, your business, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. And I started in Monaco, actually. I moved there with my now ex-husband in 2011. My son was just 1 at the time.
Right.
And like when we first moved, like my son stopped eating everything. So I went from like making all of...
It's been hard.
Oh my God, absolutely. So I was making all like the Annabelle Carmel. I was like, really doing all the mum stuff. And he was eating and he was doing great. And then as soon as we moved, he just stopped eating. So, but that was like the start of the journey, really. Because like I started to study nutrition and I was like, this is great. And I was like making all of these recipes just to try to get nutrients into him, because I know that lots of mums will resonate with this when their children just eat pasta. They drink milk, yogurts, like cereal, like just like the basic.
Yes.
Exactly. And you do all that you can to kind of try to get a vegetable or some fruit into them. So I just started like making up recipes. Like sneaking in superfoods and things, and I'm like now, like we've got like you go into like Sainsbury's and there's superfoods on the shelf, but in 2011, like
nothing.
It was non-existent. Like you couldn't go and get like an almond milk like cappuccino back then.
Well, especially in France.
Oh no,
Monaco, non-existent.
Yeah, so like I just that became so my business. I always say like I'm an accidental entrepreneur because I never like set out to start a business, but it started like from my son. And he still is an awful eater now.
Is he?
Yeah, he's getting better.
Goodness.
But you've spoken about a really difficult chapter in your life which led you to your breath work.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, so basically it started in Monaco. So the business started there. And I was like started to run like all of these nutritional cookery workshops. So that's when like my business like started 14 years ago. And I just started in my living room, had about 7 women from the school just come, and then within like a couple of weeks I was in the Fairmont Hotel in like their big like grand room with like 20 women. I started stocking all the superfoods, all of the adaptogens, and all of a sudden I was like Del Boy, like running around Monaco with bags of chia seeds. Can you meet me on the corner? I'm like, yeah, I've got the goods.
I love that. I love that.
So that like my business just went boom. Like it was just at the right time. I started working with like the Monaco restaurant group as well, and
spoke French.
So I was like teaching French chefs how to cook.
Amazing.
Even though I wasn't a trained chef and I didn't speak any French. Like I found myself in like these kitchens. I was writing the menus. I was like rolling out all of my recipes that I was writing, and they were in all of the restaurants like over like through Monaco. So. And then, like, I created, like, a food product range as well. And I was coaching women, and I was here, there, and everywhere. So my life, like, if you just seen, like, the Instagram, it was, like, it looked, like, amazing. I was on yachts. I was at parties. I was designer clothes, like, in all of the best, like, restaurants, flying first class. Like, my life was, like, picture perfect. And I had this great business. But I felt, like, so disconnected. I was so unhappy, like beneath it. Like I felt like it was almost like I was like watching my life, and I wasn't connected to it. I could see all of this stuff happening, and then I thought that there was something wrong with me, because like I should be loving this life. I've got like what every woman like dreams of. Yet I feel really unhappy, and I had like so many health issues, which I kind of like kept like secret, really, because I thought. Like back then, I thought, I was like I had like gut issues. I had really bad skin at like 30. Like my skin just like flared up with like huge like adult acne. I had really bad mood swings. I was like constantly exhausted. Like even like walking up the stairs, like sometimes would like make me like want to cry because I just like, oh my God. And I was just losing it at every moment. So it was like I had these two different lives, this beautiful life on the outside, but then like the real me on the inside. Yeah. And I was just, and I really like, I felt guilty because I was like, I can't enjoy this life. Like, what's wrong with me? And I kept like searching and seeking like just things to help me. And I'd like always doing like another course, a meditation, like a retreat, constantly like seeking, constantly searching. And that chapter, even though it was like really hard, it's given me so many tools. Like I've tried so many different like modalities over the years. I've trained in so many like different things which have helped me, but then also like they've helped like thousands of women as well. So like none of it was for nothing. But at the time, like I didn't see that. I was so like in this cloud, in this fog, in this like disconnection. It was like watching my life but not being in it.
So what was the changing point?
Well, I was constantly trying to change it.
Right.
I was constantly like trying to like find like ways.
Help?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it was.
So it was obviously grounded by him as well.
Everything changed. Like when like I finally like started divorce proceedings,
Right.
and that then became like another like big like chapter and a big challenge that I had to go through. So it's like these kind of like these little chapters and these little pockets or seasons, I guess, like different seasons. There was the Monaco season, and then I got back to the UK, and then I started to feel a little bit better, but still very up and down. And then 2020 hit, and very soon into 2020, my marriage completely fell to pieces.
Did he come back with you?
He was still living there,
Okay.
and doing the commute, and I was back in the UK with the kids. And for a time, like, I had like the weekend part-time husband. I was like, okay, I can survive this.
Yeah.
So
but
through
it
finding yourself, you realised he wasn't your person, I guess.
Yeah, I think I didn't even find myself at that stage. I think I was still like too broken and still too fragmented.
Yeah.
And I was just in this fog. I couldn't see the wood for the trees. Like when you're so far in it and you're so dysregulated, when the nervous system doesn't understand what safety is, you don't know what's right and what's wrong. Like you can't
misjudge.
Yeah,
did he try and tell you what was right and wrong a bit? Did you have a bit of? Was he controlling or was it?
It was a challenging relationship. Yeah. It was challenging.
So you might have felt a little bit like, I need to be me. I need to be.
Yeah, I didn't even know who I was.
No.
I didn't even know, but it was when when I started like the divorce proceedings, that became like the next season of like kind of like finding me. But I mean, I was a complete broken like shell of a woman, like who you see now, like sitting here
I can't imagine it.
yeah, I was like, I didn't have any confidence. Like my self-worth, my value was on the floor. I was just broken, but because like I was a mum and I still was trying to like run a business, there's almost like a show, a performance, a mask that you're always putting on.
Yeah, of course.
And eventually it just completely broke, and I was broken, and I just had to just go, okay, just that's it. And it was literally, I call them like bedroom floor moments where like everything just kind of goes and then you just like lay on the bedroom floor, you're like, okay, take me, I'm done.
Yeah.
So when did breathwork first come into your life? Was it around that point?
Well, it was actually 2017. I was actually on a like retreat with my like now ex-husband. We'd gone for this like couples retreat to try to help with our relationship, and I knew nothing about breathwork at the time, apart from stuff that I'd done in yoga. And but breathwork was part of this like retreat. So we was doing this conscious connected breath.
France?
It was in Lanzarote.
In Lanzarote?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was great.
I'm looking forward to your breathwork.
I know. Yes. But so the first time, so if you imagine like 2017, I was still in Monaco. I was like an absolute like shit show of a person.
Yeah.
And then I went to this like breathwork, and it was 1-to-1, and all of a sudden like I did this breathwork and everything just went, just stopped. It went calm, and I was like, oh, this is strange. What's this? And obviously like it did kind of like come back, but for the week that I was there, I kept like tapping into this thing that I'd never experienced for like such a long time, which was actually like peace and calm. Like
Yeah.
now that is generally my
So your
norm.
norm, yeah.
But at that time it was, I was broken.
Gosh. So a whole week in Lanzarote with your ex-husband.
Yeah.
And you came out in the end wanting to be the facilitator of
Not
breathwork.
then, no.
You
Because I was
just practiced
still...
it a bit, did you? Started practicing it, did you?
Not quite then. It wasn't until 2020.
Okay.
No, actually, no. I did a couple of classes when I got back to the UK and had like wild experiences, but it wasn't so readily available then. So like you'd see something come up and I'd like kind of like jump on that because I remember that. I remember that feeling. I want to go back for that. So it wasn't until 2020 that like when I went through the divorce in 2021 in lockdown, I found like a breathwork practice and I was just continually doing it. I was like, this is really helping me because I was literally just felt I was being attacked from every angle. I knew it wasn't going to be an easy process to go through the divorce, but I got to that stage where like the pain of like staying in something that just was not serving me. And I'd gone through all of the things, like tried all of the other things that you do, tried fixing the diet, doing the meditation, do this, do that, and nothing was helping. And then like
that kind of really made a difference.
Really did
so
make a
from
difference.
doing breath work on a obviously a daily basis, or you keep the mantra to yourself.
Yeah.
When you offer that service, it's a whole day, or is it a couple of hours, or is it? So when people come to you, you book a place and they lie on the floor, and you talk through it, and you teach them how to breathe, and it goes right up into their brain. I understand. Yeah. So you can feel quite lightheaded. But it's good for women to do this like once a month, come to you, or do you do this once every 3 months? How do people find you?
Okay, so like with the breath work, so there's so many different ways that you can do it. And I think like be conscious with your breath every single day. Like even if it's just like 30 seconds, just inhaling, exhaling. 30 seconds, like that's all you need. I have like a breathwork membership collective that I've been running since last June.
That's good.
And that's like an online like community space, and I've got about just over 40 women in there at the moment. And
what do you do?
So we like, I'm like very spiritual and very witchy in my ways. So I sync like the conscious connected breathwork with the moon cycles, so a full moon and a new moon. So a new moon is all about intention setting. So what do you want? Like really getting clear and focused on, okay, like what is it that you want? Is it a feeling? Might be like, I just want to feel that peace and calm, like from the first time that I experienced breath. But might be that I want to go to the Maldives, which I do, by the way. Yes, please.
So it's an intention.
It's an intention, but it's kind of like taking you out of like that busyness, the hustle, the bustle of constantly do, constantly like being of service to others, like the to-do list. And for 1 second you go, oh, actually, like, what do I want? It might be, I want a hug. I want a margarita.
Something very,
just asking yourself, like, what do you want? So new moon is all like intention setting, and a full moon is like releasing and letting go. Like, what's holding you back? And this isn't like new age, like woo-woo stuff. This is like ancient. This is what we used to do, like our ancestors used to do, like red tent kind of stuff. Like we used to
a long time.
work with the moon, set your intentions, release, like, and we are cyclical as women. Like we have like a monthly cycle. We have seasons. We live in a world that generally should have like more seasons. You can have one season in a day right now.
Of course.
But so what it does is it's bringing you back into like cyclical living as well as connecting back to yourself. And then when we bring the breath work into it, like conscious connected breath, it connects the mind and the body. Okay, and this is what like I find like talk therapy like only goes so far. Like the problems that we're holding, like we hold them in our mind and we're trying to think our way out of everything. But
breathing is totally different. So for health as well, this is really good for health.
Absolutely everything comes back to breath. And like the magical thing is like your breath is like the most consistent thing that you have from the day that you're born to the day that you die. Like it never changes. And you have like 22,000 breaths a day. Each
22,000.
Each breath you have the potential and the opportunity to change your life. And the thing that I love about breath work,
how do you say that?
The potential to change your life. Because like if you're breathing short and sharp, okay, and then you breathe into your belly,
it's length.
Then you've just reset your nervous system real quick. Okay, and you've taken yourself out of a stress state and you've dropped into like a more of a relaxed state. So that's just changed your life in that moment. Yeah.
So what's stopping you from doing something on a massive worldwide stage where you can get a lot of people around you, and you can have a hologram of yourself and a great screen and get everyone to do it together? It'd be so good.
Okay, I think you should organise that.
Yeah, absolutely.
We can do it as a Just Women live event. How about that?
People don't do that. I don't think people are aware of it.
No.
Is it quite new age in a way?
I mean, I think it's definitely like, I mean, I've been teaching since 2023.
Yoga and breathwork, that goes together?
They do, but this is a different style of breathwork.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like so you have breathwork which will upregulate your nervous system and breathwork which will downregulate. So like yogic breathwork is nice and calm and relaxed, and like you take a little and you pause at the top and then you have like a nice little exhale.
Yeah, but this is proper deep down to the diaphragm, isn't it?
Oh my God, absolutely. This is like where like you get the work where work comes from in breathwork.
It's like it reminds me of when I was being taught to sing. They always say you sing from your throat and you should sing from down here.
Yeah.
But it's like taking the right breath. Yeah. You're not doing it without actually consciously thinking about doing it, I think.
Yeah.
But you obviously use breathwork to help you heal.
Yeah.
So and that's, tell us a bit about that. Tell us about how you use breathwork, because you obviously came across it yourself. You used it to, the other side of your divorce.
Yeah.
So tell us a bit about that.
Yeah. So as I said, like that first season was all about like just trying everything.
Yeah.
And I tried all of these things, but nothing helped. Like they were great and they helped me understand. It was nice and relaxing, and it opened my mind to so many different modalities, but nothing got to the got there and like got to the root of it.
Yeah. And then tuned in.
Yeah.
Tuned into,
And that was where I'd gone. That was where I was going wrong. It was all like surface level. Breathwork goes beneath the surface. It goes into the subconscious. It goes into the nervous system. Right. So and that's where like the real power. And as you were saying about like the different types of breathwork, like it's a conscious connected breath. So a conscious connected breath is the inhale becomes the exhale. So you breathe in a circular motion.
Yeah.
So there's no pauses at the top. There's no pause at the bottom. So you're shifting like the balance of carbon dioxide and oxygen in your body. So it gives you an experience.
Nurses and doctors need to learn about this in hospitals with patients about breathwork. So I don't understand why more and more people don't know about it.
It's a healing, you think.
It is a healing.
Well. Yeah.
Definitely. People get overstressed. You don't need to get stressed if you know how to breathe, because you can breathe through stress and then you're not stressed.
Yeah, it's like when I was saying the other day about, people, I as a child had asthma, and I learned to breathe through it because I didn't want to take the inhaler. I've talked about that before, but I do think that it connects in so many different ways, and it can help with your health so much. And we underestimate its power, don't we?
100%, but I think like your breath is your like greatest asset, because
it is,
like if you take like everything, if you take like your mobile phone away, everything, if you're stripped of everything that you have, all of your tools and resources, the one thing you're left with is your breath and your mind.
Of course.
Okay, and like both of those like have the power and capacity to destroy you,
absolutely,
or to
not.
save you.
Save you.
So like
definitely,
it is your breath is your biggest
power.
So
what does your life look like now compared with how it was before?
Oh my God, I love my life now.
That's great.
Yeah.
So you've really found
I found like
purpose in life.
Yeah, I found my purpose. I found my people, and I've just found like
some amazing people in your soul-led strategy.
Yeah,
I think you've got the power of attraction.
Yeah, it's a power of attraction. Definitely.
Really
interesting women.
Manifesting.
Don't you find there's a lot of women who are starting to do these sound baths? More. Are you not doing a course on sound bath? Are you not teaching other women?
Well, I'm a breathwork teacher trainer for bionic breathwork.
Yeah.
So where did sound bath come into all this?
So I trained in sound at the beginning of January. I think it was January 2020. So I just
all that time. It's quite busy.
Yeah. So, but back then, like I was telling people, do you want to come to a sound bath? They're like, what? But again, this is another part of like the story. Like, so in this like kind of like season, I was like just instigated like a divorce. And then I had this like intuitive feeling that I needed to like sound, and I'd been to a sound bath, had this experience. I'm like, I need to learn this. So I literally like booked on straight away. I was qualified, and thankfully that kind of like saved me, because when I ended up getting locked up with my ex-husband, by the way. So that was another challenge.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that's a whole new podcast.
Can't wait
With
for that one.
margaritas.
Yeah, definitely. We're doing a margarita evening podcast with Naomi.
Yeah,
About
exactly.
her sensational story with her ex-husband being locked up.
There's not really not much to say. That it's just it was just like the challenges then. But yes, I found like sound then, and like when I'd feel like physically, I went through like this stage of like crippling anxiety, like where like it would completely like take over my whole body, and I'd never had that before. And then I had like a huge gong called Pluto, and I'd literally just sit in front of it and I'd bang it, and then like the vibrations and the sensations, all of the anxiety would just go zoom. And I was kind of like, something to all of this. And this is before like it was all trending, and you look on Instagram and everybody's saying about what a sound bath does. Like I like hit it, and then the anxiety would go. I was like, oh. And then like as soon as I could, like I started like running sound baths in my house.
Did you?
Yeah, I was doing like illegal sound baths in
So incredible. Your subconscious mind, literally.
I wish I'd known about that.
I know.
Growing up, my mum used to bang it to get us to come down for lunch.
Did she?
Yes, that and a bell, but yeah, she had a gong as well.
Funny.
Oh, your mum sounds cool.
Oh dear.
That's so weird. I just think there's so much more to you, and I honestly feel that with the Just Women Live, you came to the last two actually, and the last one you did, you got everyone to get up and dance, and it's sensational. So you're coming to the next one.
Yes.
And have you decided what you're going to do? Are you going to be the first speaker? Or
I
think the first was quite a nice one.
I really enjoyed it.
Because it comes from a jazz singer, so everyone's relaxed to music. There's a jazz singer, everyone's drinking. People who don't even know each other sitting down talking to people. And there's going to be little stands and crystal stands and other stands along the side as well. And there's a photo booth. And then you get on the stage. After I introduce everyone, you get on the stage and you literally calm the whole room. It's absolutely fantastic. It becomes really peaceful and joyful. It was so good.
It was a good opener, wasn't it?
It was a really good opener. We're definitely doing that again. So I can't wait. And it's summer, it's June, it's a good time of year.
Yeah, it'll be a good vibe.
Be warm, we'll be drinking Bims or elderflower sparkling water, whatever. So
It sounds
it'll be good.
That's exciting.
And I'd love to know what else you're going to do next. I mean, what else? What is next for you?
What is next for me?
What else are you learning?
So I've got a few things that I'm considering. I'm not going to share them just yet. Because I'm not sure. But I love learning. Like I literally just have like this hunger just to. And to be honest, like this last year, I've been like learning like how like a lot of like behind the scenes stuff and like running an online business, which I really won't bore you with. But actually, I've overcome like some really big like mental blocks on myself. It's been really, really challenging. But I've actually really enjoyed like the challenge, because I used to tell myself that I couldn't do it. And then like I've really like proved to myself, no, actually you can do it. And I think like that's the thing, like our mind like believes what we tell it. If you say you can, you're right. If you say you can't, you're right.
Exactly.
You know, and I think that's the thing, like with like just coming back to breath work, it brings you more present into yourself, like, and you get to know yourself much better. And that can be quite scary, because when you have to confront like yourself and your shadows, you see parts of yourself that you don't like.
Of course.
Okay, like, and then you have to work through that. You have to confront like the shadow, but on the other side of that, like it does like help you just to integrate all the pieces of yourself. And when you do, that's how you find like that internal peace, that
I was going to
calm.
ask that, because I was going to say you're a good advocate for kind of finding, you know, finding yourself and finding what's going to bring you alive. So how would you, what would you recommend in terms of like our listeners, if they're stuck in a rut, what would you recommend they did to kind of get out of a rut when they're kind of maybe in that situation you were in back in Monaco?
I literally, it's so simple. Just breathe. And I know, like, but be conscious with your breath. Like, carve time out. Like, make time, make space, and do it. And like, sometimes you have to do it a couple of times. Sometimes, like, because it takes time, like, for the body to, like, feel safe enough as well. You know,
and that
like,
allows you to open your mind then and to kind of just work out what you want.
Yeah,
your life.
Clear your mind.
It's a journey. Like I do breath work. Like I've got my my online membership, so we do like a big like breathe like twice a month, which is probably like an hour each session, and it's online.
Like
it's recorded. And it's recorded so they can do it in their own time if they don't join live. I actually do my recordings as well.
Oh, do you?
And when I hear my voice, I'm like, oh, that's my higher self speaking to me.
That's great. It's really good.
But
why not?
Yeah, it's a practice that like that I've enjoyed doing. So I do like 2 breathwork sessions a month, and like when I first started, they were like really emotional. I was like, and now like they're just really peaceful. They're really like enlightening. They're really joyful.
But you can feel your energy, and you can feel. I mean, it's inspiring. It really is because you've obviously turned the corner with your confidence, and your confidence sort of you're singing like.
Absolutely.
Totally.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And it's not as if you go to the gym every day, do you?
I do go to the gym every day.
So much energy, and it's infectious,
amazing.
isn't it?
I know, it's very infectious.
Aww.
And I think you absorb, and people around you have come in. I mean, I've just talked to someone through one of her groups who's has a horse whisperer who actually helps and comes to with her horses and actually helps with cancer or anxiety, and literally the horses stand over a body and around their face, and she's so interesting. So you know, I mean, it's incredible people. Thank you. I don't know how if you knew that was Sam. It's unbelievable. So I'm dying to see it practice, and we're going to go out and have a look and see how it works. Maybe film it.
Yeah, that'd be
fabulous.
fantastic.
Yeah, I actually wanted her to come on the bear. We weren't sure if we could actually get a horse into the orange room or not. That's why I told you
on
that
the
for
red
September.
carpet.
Could you imagine on our red carpet?
Exactly. Could you imagine?
Doesn't matter. It's all wood, isn't it? You know, but it'd be fun. So what I'm saying is, you know, Naomi's energy just it attracts so many interesting people. It's fantastic. So keep doing what you're doing. It's fabulous. And keep breathing.
We're coming to your retreat for
Yes.
Put us on the list whenever it is.
Amazing. Well,
the Bali retreat next year.
Yes, I'm gonna do a Bali retreat next year.
April, isn't it?
I'm hoping so. Yeah, that's on the list. And also, you asked what I'm going to do. I'm going to do like more mentoring for women in wellness as well. And I've got a few things there. I've got a few things that like I'll be launching soon, but just to really like help to support women, because I think like what I do is so like needed, and so I really love that there are like lots of like women who are stepping into like sound baths and becoming breathwork facilitators and holding like this space for that transformation, but it's not easy.
No, like, women are taking on so much more stress now because of like the equality of women now. It's like we're expected to be everything.
Yeah, and absolutely.
You know, top of the game at everything. And the stress and the pressure is too much. Yeah. And I think we're all looking for that kind of relief.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot more. And I think people after menopause and things like that, when they get older, they need it. Older people start getting more anxious.
Yes, definitely. My mother, I would never have thought it in a million years.
They started becoming anxious. Older people started becoming really anxious. Yeah. Their world shrinks. So that is something that would be a really good section to go through. Not just younger, but the older people as well. There's no one that helps.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. I think there's everybody struggles. I struggle. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like I am like exactly like what you see. But I have days when I wake up and I'm like.
Everyone just tells you
nothing to give today.
The only option you've got is to take medication. No, and there's so many other options out there. I think medication has its time and space,
for people who are very ill, particularly, or can't get any better. But up to that point, you can actually
self-manage. There's so many other alternatives that you should definitely try before giving into.
So we'll definitely get you back. It would be great to maybe do a small sun bath or something online in front of all of us, and so you can actually see it visually on a podcast.
That'd be quite good. Go on tour. That would be cool.
That'd be good.
Just women on tour.
Oh yes, I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant.
Thank you, Naomi.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
no,
you.
brilliant.
See you at the next event.
Yeah.
I'm there.
Yeah, 18th of June. Be there.
Thank you. Thanks for having
And you'll
me.
meet her. Thanks.